Iridium, hope you're doing all right today. It's Father's Day today, so before I begin, I just want to say happy Father's Day to all those dads out there, and also condolences for all those people like myself that his father is not here anymore. Miss him so much. So someone else we missed so much, or missed so much, is Ronnie James Dio. So the anniversary of Dehuminizer is coming up on the 22nd of June. It's been a while since I've done one of these anniversary track rankings, so it's the perfect day to do it. Father's Day, missing my own dad, missing Dio. There you go. So Dehuminizer, what an album. So some rate it not as high as some of the Sabbath albums with Dio, myself included. I don't rate it as much as Heaven and Hell Mob Rules, but I do rate it better than the Heaven and Hell band album that Dio recorded with the band, The Devil You Know, later on. So, and I think it's very close to the Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. You know, it's a great album full of classic songs. So June 22nd, 1992, like I said, recorded late 91 and early 92. In Rockfield Studios in Wales, 52 minutes and 17 seconds long. Produced by Reinhold Mack. Never heard of him before, so perhaps some people in the comments below can give me some of his other records he's produced. It reached the top 40 in the UK, 44 in America. Of course, Dio on vocals, Geezer Butler on bass, Tony Iommi on guitar, and Vinny Appice on the drums. Cozy Powell was actually going to be the drummer on this album. He was lined up and he had, I think, a horse riding accident, and they had to get Vinny Appice in. So yeah, Cozy Powell nearly appeared on this album. Going back to Reinhold Mack and the production on the album, very different than the other Sabbath albums with Dio, including the Devil You Know, Heaven and Hell album. Less bass, a lot less bass, making it, I think, heavier. Sort of, it was a real loud album, sometimes noisy, you could say, and along with that, one of the most aggressive performances by the band, including Dio's vocal delivery, was so aggressive on this album. Maybe the most aggressive it's ever been on an album. A fantastic performance by the whole band. So yeah, I think the production, where it was tinnier, a little bit tinnier, less bassy, it gave it a noisier sound. Now, whether I prefer that or not to the other Sabbath albums, I don't know. I like their doomy sound. I think it took a little bit away from their doomier sound, but gave it still a heavy sound and a noisy sound. And that's probably why it's sort of, out of the 4 albums, including the Heaven and Hell one, The Devil You Know, out of those, I think that's why it stands alone for me a little bit more. I seem to separate it a little bit more. But I do love the album so much. So, track ranking. There's 10 tracks to rank. I'll go from 10 to 1. 10 being my least favourite. Let's just say I love all these songs. Some I love a lot more than others. Number 10, TV Crimes. I love the song. It was a single. Covered evangelism. So, touchy subject probably at the time, especially in 92. Good hard rock song. Just not my favourite. I think it was a little bit, for them, a little bit more throwaway than some of the others, but still a great song. At number 9, Time Machine. Same sort of thing. Very more throwaway sort of song on the album. Great rocky verses though. I love the verses. Really heavy. Riffing's brilliant. Chorus is catchy, but maybe a little bit too catchy compared to the verses. It sort of doesn't fit in a weird way. Time Machine's great though. That's my number 9. At number 8, Sins of the Father. Sort of a psychedelic opening, but then it sort of moves into a sort of riff heavy sort of doomy track with a cool groove through the verses. Absolutely love that track. Coming in at number 7, Master of Insanity. Wow, now this is a really good track. Some people's favourite probably off this album. Starts with that great bass part and then turns into a really sort of catchy riff, a catchy chorus as well, real heavy doomy parts. It really mixes this song up, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe that's why it didn't come up further in the list. It's sort of like it's like a mixture of a lot of different sounds, if you know what I mean. Coming in at number 6, we have Letters from Earth. Doomy, has a more of a Mob Rules feel to it than more of the other tracks to me. Chuggy riffs, really dark. Absolutely love the song. Letters from Earth is a real grind of a song. Absolutely brilliant song. Now we're coming into some real classic songs. Number 5, After All, The Dead. Doomy, slow, heavy. I love this song. I think this one caught my ears more than any other song when I first heard Dehuminizer. It had that real, like I said, doomy feel. Imagine if the bass was ramped up on this even more. It would be proper doomy, but it is, even as it is, an excellent song. It's an evil sounding song, actually. Okay, my number 4. Maybe at the top of a lot of people's lists. What a great song. So heavy, great lyrics. I absolutely love this. There's one little thing for me on this song. It's the perfect song and it would have come up higher. And I suppose you've got to be picky when it comes to like how great this album is, with these little bits that put you off a certain song. It's only the little bit at the end, the no, the bit at the end of the song itself. It's the only bit I'm like, oh, it doesn't really fit. Apart from that, an absolutely blinding song. Coming in at number 3. The last track on the album, and easily the heaviest track, if not the heaviest track that Sabbath have ever put to record, and that's Buried Alive. Man, I absolutely love this. So heavy. What a heavy riff. Definitely the heaviest thing I think Dio has ever done in any band. It's just such a heavy song, but it's got a brilliant soaring chorus that comes out of that heaviness. And it's a perfect mix of a metal song. Buried Alive, that's my number 3. Coming in at number 2, probably the other end of the spectrum, Too Late. The sort of ballad, if you like, of the album. Whether you call it a ballad, it's definitely a metal ballad. Epic. Love this song. Great vocal by Dio, like it is all the way through this album. What a great song. A huge sound to it. I absolutely love Too Late. One of my favourite tracks ever, let alone on this album itself. And coming in at number 1, the only track that's left. I love this one. This has grown and grown and grown on me. I don't matter how many times I've listened to it. And that's the opening track, Computer God. 6 minutes 10 seconds of brilliance. Excellent odd time signature coming in at the beginning with that bass and the drums at the beginning, and the guitar comes in. This is where Dio comes in. You know he means business. So aggressive on this song and throughout the whole album. It was like he had the point to prove after being out of Sabbath. Solos give me chills, and it gives me that sort of like, it breaks off into those solos, giving me that feel of like the Heaven and Hell album. It really does. Absolutely superb. Epic. It's got quiet parts, heavy parts. The perfect Sabbath song. Absolutely love it. Love this album. How do you rate these tracks? How do you rank them? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.